What is crypto mining? Is it legal? And how can you get started? Mining cryptocurrencies was a competitive arms race during its height, which contributed to an increase in the demand for graphics processing units, GPUs. In point of fact, Advanced Micro Devices, a maker of GPUs, reported very remarkable financial results as a result of the skyrocketing demand for the company's stock and the shares trading at their highest level in 10 years. The cryptocurrency mining gold rush was shortly put to an end despite the rising demand for GPUs. This was due to the fact that the difficulty of mining leading cryptocurrencies, such as Bitcoin, increased at the same rate. Mining digital currencies, on the other hand, may still result in financial gain. So what exactly is cryptocurrency mining? Can you legally do it? And how can you get started with it? The answers to these issues are discussed in greater detail in this video. But before we start our video, it would mean a lot to us if you subscribe to our YouTube channel and press the bell icon. Let's get started. What is crypto mining? The majority of people have a simplistic understanding of crypto mining, viewing it merely as a means of producing new currency. Mining Bitcoin, on the other hand, entails confirming cryptocurrency transactions on a blockchain network and adding them to a shared database. This is an additional step. In a dispersed network, crypto mining eliminates the possibility of digital currency being spent twice, which is of the utmost importance. When one participant spends Bitcoin, just like when traditional currency is used, the digital ledger needs to be updated by taking money out of one account and adding it to another. However, the fact that digital platforms can be easily manipulated presents a problem for the use of digital currencies. Because of this, the Bitcoin distributed ledger only enables confirmed miners to update transactions on the digital ledger. Miners now have the additional task of protecting the network against duplicate spending as a result of this. In the meantime, miners are rewarded with newly minted coins for the efforts they put into keeping the network safe. The mining process is essential to the validation of transactions in distributed ledgers because there is no centralized authority to supervise them. Miners are consequently given an incentive to protect the network by taking part in the process of transaction validation, which raises their odds of being awarded freshly created coins and makes them more likely to do so. A proof-of-work consensus process has been put into place so that only confirmed crypto miners will be able to mine cryptocurrency and authenticate transactions. This is to protect the security of the network. Additionally, proof of work protects the network from any threats that come from the outside. Proof of work, mined for cryptocurrencies, is analogous to mining for precious metals in several ways. Cryptocurrency miners, in contrast to miners of precious metals such as gold, silver, or diamonds, are responsible for triggering the release of newly minted coins into circulation. Miners have to set up equipment that can solve difficult mathematical equations in the form of cryptographic hashes in order to earn new coins. These hashes are generated by the mining process. A shortened digital signature of a piece of data is referred to as a hash. Hashes are created as a data protection measure before being sent over a public network. Miners compete against one another to determine a hash value that is generated by a transaction involving a crypto coin. The miner who is the first to decipher the code is the one who gets to add the block to the ledger and collect the reward. Each block makes use of a hash function to make a reference to the block that came before it. This creates a continuous chain of blocks that can be traced all the way back to the first block. Peers on the network may easily verify whether or not specific blocks are valid and whether or not the miners that confirm each block correctly solved the hash in order to collect the reward. This is due to the fact that the network is decentralized. The difficulty of the equations that need to be solved on the network gradually increases over time as more sophisticated mining hardware is introduced. Concurrently, the level of competition among miners is increasing, which, as a result, leads to a greater scarcity of the coin. Different methods of mining cryptocurrencies. The mining of cryptocurrencies can take a variety of amounts of time, depending on the method used. In the early days of the technology, for instance, the majority of miners relied on CPU mining as their primary method. However, Many people believe that CPU mining is too sluggish and impractical in the present day because it takes months to accumulate even a tiny amount of profit, considering the high expenses of electrical energy and cooling and the increased difficulty across the board. Mining coins also can be done with graphics processing units, GPU mining. By combining a number of graphics processing units, GPUs, into a single mining setup, it increases the amount of computational power available. The mining rig needs to have a motherboard and a cooling system in order for GPU mining to be possible. ASIC mining is another technique that can be used to mine cryptocurrencies like Bitcoin and Litecoin. ASIC miners, in contrast to GPU miners, are purpose-built to mine cryptocurrencies, and as a result, they generate a greater number of cryptocurrency units than GPU miners. The fact that they are pricey, however, means that as the difficulty of mining grows, they will become less useful very soon. A growing number of people are turning to cloud mining as an alternative to the ever-increasing expenses of GPU and ASIC mining equipment. Individual miners are able to pool their resources with those of large companies and specialized cryptocurrency mining facilities through the use of cloud mining. Individual cryptocurrency miners can search the internet for cloud mining sites that offer either free or paid services and rent a mining machine for a predetermined period of time. Mining coins using this approach requires the least amount of manual work. Mining pools. Miners can boost their odds of discovering and mining blocks on a blockchain by working together in mining pools to combine their computational resources and increase their mining output. If a mining pool is successful, the reward is split among all of the miners that participated in the pool, with the amount of the reward being determined by the total quantity of resources that each miner contributed to the pool. The majority of cryptocurrency mining software already have a mining pool, but cryptocurrency users may now also construct their own mining pools by coming together online. Miners are allowed to switch pools anytime it is convenient for them to do so due to the fact that certain pools give greater rewards than others. Official cryptocurrency mining pools are viewed as more reliable by miners due to the fact that the companies who host these pools provide them with frequent updates and consistent technical assistance. Miners may evaluate several mining pools based on their dependability, profitability, and the coin that they want to mine on CryptoCompare, which is the best way to find mining pools. CryptoCompare is the greatest place to find mining pools. Is crypto mining worth it? Whether or not mining cryptocurrency is profitable is dependent on a number of different factors. The prospective miner's decision to use a central processing unit, graphics processing unit, application-specific integrated circuit, ASIC, or cloud mining is not as significant as the mining rig's hash rate, electric power consumption, and overall costs. In general, crypto mining devices have a substantial impact on the environment by producing a lot of heat and consuming a lot of electricity. To give one example, the typical application-specific integrated circuit, ASIC, miner will consume approximately 72 terawatts of power to generate 1 Bitcoin in approximately 10 minutes. As mining becomes more complex and new technologies are developed, these numbers are likely to continue shifting. Even while the price of the machine is crucial, it is just as vital to think about how much electricity it will need, how much electricity will cost in the area, and how much it will cost to cool the machine, particularly with GPU and ASIC mining rigs. To establish whether or not mining a particular cryptocurrency would even be viable for a person, it is essential to take into account the amount of difficulty associated with that particular coin. Because the majority of countries' governments and authorities have not yet implemented legislation controlling cryptocurrencies, the status of cryptocurrency mining as a legal activity is unknown in the majority of nations. Miners of cryptocurrencies are regarded to be money transmitters by the Financial Crimes Enforcement Network, and as such, they may be subject to the laws that govern activities involving the transmission of money. In Israel, for example, cryptocurrency mining is considered to be a commercial activity and is therefore liable to the country's corporate income tax. Regulatory ambiguity continues to exist in India and other countries, although others like Canada and the United States look to be supportive of cryptocurrency mining. However, apart from the jurisdictions that have expressly prohibited operations related to cryptocurrencies, very few governments prohibit the mining of cryptocurrencies. So that's it for today. We hope you enjoy the video. Tell us what you think about the video in the comments section below. Also, make sure to subscribe to our channel and click the bell button to get all the latest updates.